It will come as no surprise to the Oregon State defenders what Stanford will try to establish offensively when the teams meet at 6 p.m. Thursday night inside Resser Stadium. Running the ball as often as possible. That's what the Stanford football program has been known for since Jim Harbaugh came on board just over a decade ago, before handing the keys to David Shaw the past 7 seasons. The workhorse in the backfield this year has been running back Bryce Love. In 7 games, Love has rushed for 1,387 yards, an average of 198.1 per game, and 11 touchdowns. OSU defensive coordinator Kevin Clune said Tuesday that Love is the best of the backs Stanford has had over the past few years, including Christian McCaffrey, who was second in the Heisman voting in 2015. He's got a lot of talent, runs tough, runs hard, all that stuff, Clune said. It's part of the system, just being that tough culture that they've created there all the way back to Jim Harbaugh. Love has a run of at least 52 yards in all 7 games and has single-handedly taken over games. We just need to be able to make sure that we fit right, because he does a really good job of finding open holes and he will hit them, and he'll keep running if we don't put a guy in there, senior linebacker Manis Tangalu said. Stanford coach Shaw knows the type of player he has in the backfield and how much of an impact he can make in a game. When you've got a dynamic back and he has enough opportunities, if one guy on the defense makes a mistake, it can be a quick strike touchdown, Shaw said. Even with Love, the Cardinals started slowly again, dropping 2 of its first 3, a streak that looked to derail the season. Now, Stanford is back in the top 20, at number 20, and atop the Pac-12 North standings with a 4-1 conference mark. Shaw credits the improved play of his offensive line for the team's recent success. It's been the catalyst, he said. It's been the biggest thing for our complete success the last few weeks, not just Bryce's. Being able to protect the passer, but then giving Bryce opportunities and getting him to the second level. Handling all the different looks we've gotten up front, which we've gotten a lot of different looks, a lot of 8-man, 9-man boxes. Those stacked looks can make it easier for the big run to happen if blocked well. The problem is when he busts through that first wave, sometimes there's not a second wave to get there, Clune said. That second wave has to be able to corral that up and not let a play get out of hand and not let a play go for 60. So what's the key to slowing down Love and the Cardinal? You work on tackling, you work on fitting up your gaps, you work on that run game, and you do everything you can to figure it out, Clune said. But the guys have to tackle him, and tackle him hard. While Oregon State interim coach Corey Hall doesn't want to take anything away from Love's accomplishments, Stanford has started a Heisman Trophy campaign. He said one player doesn't make a team. I can liken that system to the running backs at Wisconsin, Hall said. It's a pro-style system that features downhill runners, and Bryce Love is very explosive. One guy can't tackle him. But at the end of the day, again, if you're ready to line up 11 on 11 and play good defense against the defense, it will sputter out. But you have to be assignment perfect and assignment sound. The Beavers gave up 365 yards rushing in last year's game, which was a 26-15 Stanford win on the farm. McCaffrey rushed for 199 with Love adding 89 on 9 carries. Quarterback Heller Christ also broke free for 83 yards. Still, Hall is confident the Beavers will be ready to try and stop the Cardinal on Thursday night. There are some tendencies that this offense presents that really haven't changed, he said. Last year, the Beavers trailed just 13-7 at the half before a 10-point third quarter gave the Cardinal a cushion. Hall wants his team to remember, no matter what happens, the game is 4 quarters long, and the Beavers must play to the final whistle. Football is a game of next play, he said. You can never get consumed in where you are at the moment, because that can change dramatically for both sides. We can line up and play with anybody, it's just will we do it? Are we going to do it? That's up to the individual athletes. 1 through 11, come together and decide that we are going to move onward and upward as a team and not worry about who's in front of us.